Imagine knowing exactly what you can spend, what to save, and when you can confidently hire your next team member without stressing over cash flow. That's what budgeting with intention can do. And in this video, I'm walking you through 5 law firm budgeting tips that fuel growth. Not just tips to keep you afloat, but ones that help your firm actually move forward. So if you've wondered, where should my money actually be going each month to actually grow my firm? How do I know when I can afford to hire or invest in growth? And how can I stop the cycle of working hard but barely seeing a profit? If you've wondered that, then you're in the right place. Because what I'm about to share will answer all of that and give you a clear path to grow your firm on purpose, not just by accident. Now look, most solo and small firm lawyers already have some kind of budget. But if you're like a lot of attorneys, that budget feels more like a report card than a roadmap. It tells you where the money went, but not where it should go if you actually want to grow. Here's the thing, most budgeting systems are like driving your firm while staring in the rearview mirror. You're tracking the past, but not seeing what's ahead. If you want to scale, hire with confidence, or grow your profits, you need a budgeting system that works more like a windshield, something that helps you see where you're going, not just where you've been. So let's talk about how to build that kind of forward-looking budget, one that actually fuels growth. First, start with the rule of thirds. Here's a simple way to structure your budget. Put 1/3 of your revenue towards compensation. That includes your team's pay and your own salary. The second third goes to overhead. Think rent, software, admin support, malpractice insurance, everything it takes to keep the lights on. And the final third? Well, that's for you, the owner. Profit, savings, whatever you want to call it. That's the part most lawyers forget or treat like leftovers. Using this kind of split gives you a decision-making filter. Should you hire someone? Give a raise? Upgrade software? If it doesn't fit the thirds, it's worth thinking about twice. Secondly, be intentional with your marketing spend. Marketing isn't just a line item, it's an engine for growth, but only if you track it right. Instead of lumping it all together, break your spending into categories: internal staff time, print and digital ads, website and SEO, lead management tools like Lead Docket, and anything you spend on referrals or agencies. Once you do that, you can measure how much of your revenue from that third is being reinvested to generate new clients. For many firms, 7 to 10% is a solid target, but firms that grow fast sometimes spend more. You should also have a goal behind any marketing spend and a way of measuring success. The goal then is to understand what's working and what's not, so your money is going where it makes the biggest impact. You do that by tracking that spend going forward. Did that spend meet that marketing goal? Did you achieve success? The third tip, make hiring decisions based on revenue forecasts. A lot of lawyers wait until they're overwhelmed to hire. That's stressful and risky. There's a better way. Start by forecasting your revenue. Look at your average case value, how many new cases you're signing, and how long they take to work through. Once you have that, start setting aside the salary before you hire, like the person who's already on payroll. That goes in the third. If you can operate with that money set aside for 3 to 6 months, you basically built your own hiring runway. That's a confident, growth-oriented decision, not a desperate one. The next tip, consider using the profit first method. Now, profits first is a cash system that makes sure you actually keep some of what you earn. Here's how to start. Open a separate bank account for profits. Each month, move 1 to 5% of your revenue into it automatically. That's it. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just doing this one thing will help you build better discipline and start creating profit on purpose, not just hoping it's there at the end of the year. Now, I'll be doing a separate video on this method, so be sure to subscribe so you'll know when it comes out. And finally, the fifth tip, Structure bonuses and compensation around growth. If you want your team to help grow the firm, make sure their pay is connected to that growth. Design bonus plans that are based on revenue milestones or on how well cases are managed and moved forward. You can also set firm-wide goals and reward the whole team when they're met. This gets everyone moving in the same direction, and it keeps your compensation aligned with the results you actually want to see. Now, here's the thing. You can have the perfect budget on paper. Your rule of thirds is dialed in, your marketing is targeted, and you've even built in bonuses that drive growth. But none of it works if you don't have a system to track and adjust your numbers as your firm grows. If a strategic spend works, then do more of it. If it doesn't, spend the money somewhere else. So, check out these next videos on how to track what you spend on your marketing and how to decide when to stop spending money on something that isn't working.